senseis. Once you are in, you're going to click play. You're going to create new world, new, creative, flat, and then I prefer daylight cycle off, so it's always day. It's up to you, and then hit play. Now, once we are in, we are going to open up our code. So we'll hit C every time, and your screen, you want it to look like this, but if it looks like this, that's okay. You're going to click the puzzle. Now you're going to click new project, and you're going to type volcano. Now, when we open it, we will get our workspace. We are going to delete on start, and we're going to bring on chat command up to the top left. We are then going to change it to build here. Now we need to make a couple variables. So we are first going to make px as in player x, py is in player y, and pz is in player z. Then we are going to make level, radius, and layer radius. Now, once we have all of these, we're going to start building our code blocks. So we are going to first get a variable block set to. And now, what we want to do is we want to change that to px, and then we need to get a position block. And that will be position get value of x, east, west. Now what we need to do is we need to go to player, and we're going to get player world position, and we're going to put it in the position slot. Now we're going to duplicate this twice. We now have 3 px's, so we want to change one px to player y and one to player z, as well as east west to up down for your py and east west to south north for your z. Now that we have finished this first block, it will remember the coordinates we are at when we type build here. So it will take those coordinates and set player x, player y, and player z to those coordinates. Now for our next block, we will start the volcano. So we need to go to player and get player on chat command, and we're going to name it volcano. Now for our first block, we need to get set to from variables, and we're going to make it radius first. Now we are going to change radius to 25. We will then go back to variables and get set to, and we're going to make it layer radius, and then we're going to change 0 to radius. That way the layer radius is always set to the radius. Now we are going to go to variables, and we're going to get set, oh, wrong level. We want to get set to, and we want to change that to level. And now we will leave it like that. Then we're going to go to loops, and we're going to get a repeat 4 times block. And in variables, we're going to grab the radius and replace that with the 4. That way we are repeating the radius however many times the radius is set to, so 25 in this case. We will then go to the advanced blocks, and at the bottom we're going to get shapes, and we're going to get circle of. We will then, you can pick any block you would like. I don't recommend any falling blocks, but you can use them if you'd like. I'll do blackstone. And then we are going to change a couple things on this block once we have that. So we're going to go to positions, and we're going to get world 0, 0, 0. And we're going to put that on the center. Now we need to change the world 0, 0, 0. So on the first 0, we're going to put px. Then on the second 0, we need to use a math function of 0 plus 0, and we're going to make the first circle py, and then we're going to make the second 0 level. Then we're going to make the final circle pz. This way, py and level is there. We add these because we associate level with y, and will be associated with y soon. But we are then going to change around down here to up and down. And then we need to go to variables and get layer radius and put that in the radius circle. Now, once we have that, we are going to get a change by block, and we're going to make it change level by 1. Then we're going to duplicate that, and we're going to make it change layer radius by -1. This way it won't build up in just a circle format. It will get shorter as we go up. So I will do build here. Now that it has those coordinates, I will type volcano. And now it begins building where I did the build here command. So as you can see, the layer moves in one every time. That's because we are subtracting by the layer radius by 1 each time. So we're going to get to the top, and it will do this 25 times for every time you make the volcano. So what you can do if you would like is make the radius shorter for the learning process, but when you do this on your laptops, do not allow the kids to go over 50 or else laptops might crash. But while you're teaching the kids, have them set the radius to 25. Now that the volcano is finished, it looks like an ice cream cone that's upside down, to be honest. We will come down and we will go back to our code. Now, for our next code, we need to add the lava, obviously. So, what we're going to do is we're first going to get a loops block and we're going to get a repeat. And we're going to make this repeat 200 times. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to get a block. So we're going to go up to blocks. And we are going to get a place at block. Make this whatever you want. I'm going to make it, we'll make it gravel. Then what we're going to do is we are going to change the 000 to world 000. Now this part you might need to go very slowly, and you might need to definitely help the kids for this part. So first, we're going to get a pick random block from math. So pick random of 0 to 10. Then what you're going to do with this pick random is you're going to put it inside of a math block. So you go to math and you're going to get a 0 plus. Alright, so then you're going to put it in there. So we have that. Oh, now that we have this block, what we're going to do is we have the 0 here, but we want to make it 0. We want to make it, okay, sorry, we want to make that 0 minus the radius. Make 0 minus the radius. I think I put it in the wrong spot. Yeah, right there. 0 minus the radius to the radius. Then we're going to make it so this one's minus, this one is going to be plus. So then we're going to make it plus variables px. So I'll redo this block. So we're going to go to math and we're going to get pick random 0 to 10. We're going to go back to math and we're going to get 0 minus 0, and we're going to put it in the 10, or no, in the 0 slot. Next, we're going to grab a plus block, and we're going to put this inside of that plus block. Now we're going to start adding our variables. So we're going to add radius to the second 0, as well as radius to the 10. And then we're going to add px to the 0. Now, this is all just for the first circle. So I'm going to we're going to keep these 2 blocks. We want to keep them. So we'll put this in the first 0. That way it's picking a random from 0 to anywhere in the radius. Now, for this next middle 0, we are going to grab a plus block. So 0 plus 0 block. We're just going to put it there. We're going to go to variables and we're going to make it py plus level. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to drag this next block up here into the third circle, and we will nice and have it finished once you change px to py. And once you do that, it will be actually, wait, my bad, I forgot, this is pz. We're on the third one. So once you do that, you'll have this block completed. So normally I would try it, but our radius is massive, so in order to try this, lower your radius to like 10. Then hit play. Run off a little bit, build here, and then volcano. And there we go, it's building, and we will see what happens. Alright, so gravel will start just dropping everywhere. So what's cool about this is we have it repeating 20 times, and it's all randomized. We do this so we can get a cool feel for the mountain that the lava is going to spawn in. Now, to finish off the code, we need to make lava. So, underneath this, we're going to get a place at 000 block, and like last time, we're going to change that to world 000. And now we are going to get variables, and we're going to make this px. Then we're going to get a add block. So we need to go to math. We're going to get 2 add blocks, as a matter of fact. We're going to put the first add block in the first 0, and we're going to make it all variables. So the first variable in the first 0 is going to be py. Then the second circle will be level, and then +1. Now we will drag that up into the middle circle. This way we are getting the py plus the level. That way we get the player y value in the level that we're on, and we add 1 to it. And that would put us at level 25 plus 1, which is level 26. So then we will add pz to the final 0 right there. And that will be the finish of our volcano. Now, what's fun about the volcano is once you finish the volcano, you can give the kids a couple, like maybe 5 minutes to play around with the numbers. And keep in mind, if their computer crashes, it's because they went over 50. And you probably could go over 50, but we don't want the computers to crash just because they're not as good. They're just not good computers. So, we have that, and then volcano. Yeah, I needed to hit play. Alright, build here, and then volcano. Now it's building our volcano like last time, layer by layer. And then we get our gravel, or any block they'd want. I recommend a falling block, so red sand, gravel, or sand, or even concrete. And you see why this is grass? It's because I forgot to change it to lava. And then we can try it. And what's fun about this is you can have any size volcano you want. So if you wanted, you could do a one size volcano, but like the gravel will literally surround the crap out of it. So build here, and then volcano. This is the last time we will do this, and we will get our volcano built and our gravel. Again, for the gravel part, use a falling block. That will make the volcano a little cooler, and it'll make it funner for the kids. And then the lava starts spreading. The gravel is there to prevent lava from going different ways like a normal volcano would, with its different rocks covering pathways for lava flow. This is a very fun build. You can definitely let the kids have fun with it by changing the numbers, at least the radius. I've tried doing this on 100. It's very crazy. So now we are going to move on to our next part of the functions lesson. So we're going to use a block that will send out chat commands for us instead of individual commands to give us something all at once. on item used block. And for this item, we're going to make it a golden apple. Now, once we have that golden apple there, we're going to go to player, and we're going to get run on chat command. And we're going to type helmet, and now we're going to copy and paste this 4 times. So we have 5 run on chat commands. Now you're going to go down the list, and I just use lowercase, that way kids don't have to capitalize anything. We're going to do helmet, leg or chest plate, leggings, boots, sword. Now I think you know what's about to happen. We're going to go to player, and we're going to on chat command, and we're going to name it helmet. Then we're going to go to mobs, and we're going to get a give at nearest player. We're going to make it yourself, and we're going to name, and then we're going to have to change this block. So in mobs, there's if you scroll down, you will find the block that will allow you to change it. So I went down a little too far. It will be, oh wait, I think I might be in the wrong one. Give player blocker item, I think it's on player. No, it's definitely not on player. It was on mobs earlier. We will quick find this. There we go. Item, it is in blocks. Yes, it is. So, once we have the item, we are going to do as it says. So we're going to get the diamond helmet. Then you're going to duplicate this 4 times. 3, 4. Alright, so then we're going to go down and we're going to change it to chest plate. Then you can change it as you go down, like so. Alright, so you can see that either way the order doesn't matter. We'll name this one sword, and then the diamond sword. Now, this is the end of the tutorial, so you can hit play and you can try it. So we'll grab a golden apple, and we will eat the golden apple, and then you get your gear. And the reason for this is because a golden apple is the god apple. Actually, no, that's an enchanted golden apple. It's up to the kids what they want their item to be used. It could be a stick for all they wanted. Let them play with that as well as the items. It can be whatever they would like it to be. So I think it has netherite. Yep, they can give themselves netherite. Now, for the next parts of this lesson, you're going to be using JavaScript and Python. So if you do the block code, you can easily convert it to JavaScript. You'll have them type all this code, and this will also create the volcano and all the special things. And then for these, so I'll give you a rundown of how this will work next Friday. The first hour, 3 to 4, is going to be the Scratch hour, where kids come in and build with Scratch. This is for kids that may not be great at typing. The second hour, which is 4 to 5, will be in JavaScript. Now, you'll be typing with the kids. And again, type with the kids. Don't just give them the code for them to type. Then for the 5 to 6 hour, it will be in Python, and you can convert it to Python, and you will do the same thing. Type the code with the kids, and don't give it to them. Now for the final hour of 6 to 7 is just modding in Minecraft. So that's where you need to be on mCreator. Now, because today's lesson was functions, it is up to the kids on what they do. They can make whatever they want, but you will want to watch the next video on the basics of M Creator. That way you can actually teach them and show them examples of what they can do. So have fun with this lesson and do your best to make sure that the kids understand it. This part right down here does get a little complicated, so you might need to in-depth show them how to do it very slowly, or just show them on their computers. So I hope you enjoy this lesson, and please be prepared to teach it. If it doesn't go well, it's probably because you don't feel comfortable with it. So do this as many times as you need to get comfortable. And I'll see you in the next lesson.